There's the camper coming in. I had to finish getting the sheep situated before I can go over there. I'm amazed he can back that down here.
This guy is, I was laughing when he got out of the truck. I said, man, he said, what? I said, you are the man. I said, not just anybody can handle these things like he does.
Why is he staying there?
Because it's probably hoping not to get killed at the moment. Can you get it?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Get him moving again.
There you go.
Black Widow. We're stacking up all these stepping stones to level it. Right now, I think it needs to come up about this high or something.
Come on, straight back. You're on the top one now, you good.
Right there. Have you ever seen a cloud like this? It's got this funny thing on top. I remember seeing one that had strange colors coming out of the top of it, just really bright. It looked like a weird rainbow was sticking out of the top. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it and see if we see anything like that. So the peaches are done. I had added a little extra time, but we can cancel that now. They look almost as fresh as they did before they went in. You hear that sound? Crispy sound. I don't know if you've ever had a dehydrated peach before. It starts out tasting like that, but then the finishing flavor is like a fresh peach. These were local fresh peaches. It's great. I'm back here mowing the back area that we've been creating, and I noticed some wildlife here that needs to be rescued. I'm mowing down the tall grass that hides this turtle. Hey, you need some transport out of here so we don't mow you down? Hang in there. Take you to the edge of the woods. This turtle was almost running a minute ago when I was coming around the corner. Here's a morning glory. It's already closing, I think. These blue ones are beautiful. There's a bunch of them. Maybe these are just young ones that haven't started opening completely yet. Well, I totally destroyed that. Oops. And then the goldenrod is starting to bloom. It seems like when you have a lot of mechanical things around your house, I mean, just an average house has appliances, right? So stuff breaks down. We've had, since we've lived here about 3 years, we've had the washer have problems twice. The dishwasher broke down. I think that's it for the appliances. So we had warranties that covered the problems and we got it taken care of. Everything's great. So then we had the outdoor freezer, the big freezer. It's got a defrost problem where it's got a lot of ice accumulation. I've scraped some of the ice off, but I really need to get in there and just get all the ice off. And I have not done that yet. So the guy that put the Freon in it and got it all hooked up for me, he gave me some troubleshooting tips, and we're still working on that one. So it works, everything's running okay, but I want to get it where it's working perfectly. So anyway, all these machines around here, we have occasional problems. Starlink, the best internet, so awesome. Problem is when it has a problem. So our Starlink had a problem and we went 2 months with no solution, just them texting me and telling me how to fix things. But none of the fixes were fixing. We waited for a cable and the cable never came, and Spectrum came into the area, so we switched to Spectrum. And just no solutions. So if you have a breakdown with Starlink, I worry for you. So now we've had, and this has been going on a long time, one of the freeze dryers has been having problems, and it's gotten worse to where it takes twice as long. So a regular freeze dryer can take 24 to 30 hours, something like that, for a regular run. This is taking over 50 hours, like 2.5 days, and it's still not all the way finished sometimes, or maybe that's when it finishes. So we've been working with Harvest Right. We're in the middle of getting things troubleshot, and I'm gonna see how the process goes with them. It gets an error that tells us the vacuum's not working properly. So we ran that. It seemed like the pump is running very slow. We took this out and ran it again. We sent the computer log to them by email. This is just all my notes. We took the thing apart and looked at the inside. I put a screw back in to hold it together, but this panel will come off. We sprayed some soap on all the fittings everywhere inside, and we didn't see any, so even though it's showing that it seems to not be having any leaks, we're now, they've told us to get some silicone tape, and we're gonna wrap all those areas that we checked for leaks and seal them up. I think I'm a little skeptical that that's going to work. So anyway, I think we're gonna seal everything up, run another test, and see the exact same results, but I don't know. And then hopefully they have a solution for the next step to continue troubleshooting. So appliance warranties, awesome. Starlink, not so good. Harvest Right, we don't know yet, we're waiting. So I can't remember if I showed you that I could just plug this into a couple of wires and just use the extension cord to power some lights. But I decided I'm gonna tape this onto the breaker box so that I can easily plug in, and I can also use this for other tools and things while I'm using the lights. So now our garage lights are on. Brightens up the room where we can get some work done. Right now the guys had put in the garage door, but we need to stabilize these bars where the garage door rolls up onto, so that if you roll the garage door up there and these are not stabilized, they can kind of spread out and the garage door can just fall down. So I got to get that done. When the garage door guys delivered the doors, they do installs also. So they had some steel on the truck, and I bought a few pieces of steel from them. So that's how we're gonna attach this stuff to the ceiling. Real quick, I'm over here at the picnic shelter, and this is the worst wasp nest I've ever seen as far as quantity of wasps. It's just absolutely completely covered. I don't know if you can see the detail there. So I thought I would get a little bit of exercise and do some running. One wasp stayed up there for a long time and then flew away. All the rest of them are scattered all around. Fortunately, none of them flew on me. So we got that chore taken care of.